From the Ticats Audio Network, this is Morreale and Hitch.
Hey everybody, it's Mike Morreale here. Rob Hitchcock. I'm late. My bad, Rob. This is not normally what happens. I'm usually here ahead of you, and then we're waiting on Butco. But I was late, so you already started this great conversation with the wonderful Gerald Vaughn ahead of me. So for everybody else, my apologies. And now on to the Morreale and Hitch podcast.
How about you?
It's probably that here. It's probably.
Where are you at? Where are you in Mississippi? Oh,
Yeah,
so you're hot.
Yeah.
Yeah. I see the Ticats behind you.
Oh man, you know I had to represent my boys, man. 99 Great Cup, you know.
Oh man, I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
It's been a while, man.
Yes, it has.
Hey, looks like you could still go.
Oh man, I just finished playing basketball. I had to cut it short, man, to talk to you guys.
Well, you're 54 too, right? You
54.
just turned.
Yep.
Yeah. So I turned 54 in a couple weeks.
Okay, all right.
So,
Still young. Still young.
Yeah, still a young man. Oh my God, we got lots to talk about, buddy. That's thanks for coming on with us. We appreciate it. You look good, but it's funny because you remember my wife Michelle. So we had Ron Williams on Friday.
Oh
so,
no, big run.
So we had Big Ron on Friday, and I said to her, and I don't know how she remembers this after so long. I said, "You'll never guess who we're having on Monday," and she's like, "Gerald Vaughn." And I'm like, "What?" Like, what name would ever she pick out? She's like, "I have no idea."
Wow.
She said, a couple guys, like she knew a lot of the guys, of course, Grigor and Mike and that, but her favorite was always you because you look so good. You're ripped. You have a 15 pack. And oh man, gosh. It was. I couldn't believe that she threw your name out of everybody that we've talked to. She threw your name out, so that was pretty cool.
That's
amazing,
pretty cool,
man.
Hey, I got a lot of love up there, man. I love Canada. They fed me love back, so I can't complain at all. Yep.
Oh my gosh, we're not going to take too much of your time, buddy. We'll take just to get some things out, just talk about some stuff. If you're still following the league and stuff, and who you're hanging with, who you're talking to, that sort of thing. Mike and I do this show for a couple of years now, and it's just a session that we just talk to each other and BS about whatever, and we have great guests on, and we catch up, man. We catch up.
Oh, no doubt. That's good, man. We're getting older, so that's a plus to hear from old teammates.
You got to keep the love, right? It's like,
right.
When I saw him right there, it's like we never left the locker room, right?
Everything come back. It does,
right?
All the memories, all the good time we had, ups and downs, man.
I was just trying to remember. You were 5 years. Right? You played Hamilton.
Yep, I was with Hamilton.
5.
I was with Hamilton 3 years, and then I went to Winnipeg 1, and then ended up coming to the
Calgary. You were Calgary.
Calgary, yeah.
Sorry, Calgary. So yeah, that was good. Yeah. Is Meetsy coming on here or what?
Yeah, it's 301, 302 now. Don't know.
You met David, right?
Yeah.
He's got a close-up of himself now, GV, because he doesn't want to show his house behind him. He doesn't want to show his house.
It's not too bad.
Looks good today. Looks good.
Yeah. I like your background. Looks pro now. I like this corner you've been.
Yeah, I like the corner because I got a little pick there. I got some helmets there.
Okay.
Looks like a proper setup.
Got a little rookie picture there. So yeah.
Oh, nice. Well, I'm at work. This is where I live. I'm at work. I'm a barber now, so this is where I spend most of my time.
I could use a cut.
Hey, I got you, Hitch. I got you. Hey, man, you look good with a mohawk. You used to it, I know, but hey, I would put a nice mohawk on you, man.
Yeah. Oh man, I love it.
Yes, sir.
So GV kids.
Oh yeah, I got 3 kids. Man, twins. Got one at playing tight end now at Arkansas Pine Bluff. So yeah, life is good. Yeah.
How old's your oldest?
20. My oldest would be 30.
30, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got, well, it's tough because I don't know if you remember, but when Ava, my daughter, was born, she was born in '04, so
04.
she's 20, just turned 20, so she's at her third year university here, just in town. She's going to Brock. Remember, we had our training camp up at Brock?
Yeah.
She's up there, and she's dating a lacrosse guy from, he's got a scholarship at Robert Morris in Pittsburgh, so she's seeing a long distance guy, which is okay.
Which is good, hey.
Yeah, which is good. So she drives to Pittsburgh once a month to go see him, and I'm like, oh. And then my son Matthew, he's just turned 18, so not playing football, but played hockey his whole life, played soccer. Now he's an avid, like a scratch golfer. So the reason why I had to go late today is because we have a thing here in Ontario for high schools. If you play well, you get to go to OFSA, which is like the championship for all of Ontario.
Okay, yeah.
So he just went today and didn't play very good. He shot a 76 today, which is good in standards by us. But I don't think he's going to make it to the big one. But
oh man,
you know what? It's all good. Yeah. Proud of him. So
yeah, still proud of him, no doubt.
Yeah. So you're a barber.
Barber.
How did that come on?
Hair,
you
man.
You never cut hair in the locker room?
No, but I always cutted my hair, so I didn't want to be bothered with that. You know, man, when I was up there, I was just strictly football. I didn't care about nothing else but playing ball, man. Working out, Well,
that's all you did. So so your place is right in Mississippi? Like you got a shop? Like you're in a shop?
Yep. Barber shop. Yeah, I got
just you, or are you with some other people?
I got 6 other people with me.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that's awesome. Good for you, bud. Good for you.
Are you ready? Hey, let's go.
Are you ready? Are you still training?
Oh, no doubt. Yeah.
So play basketball, working out, and all that stuff?
Man. I fell in love with this CrossFit, man. I wish I had picked it up sooner, man. This CrossFit is where it's at,
They didn't have that stuff when we were playing.
Right.
How much longer do you think?
For some reason, I always did that type of workout, though.
Did you?
Yeah. I would set up different stations, and I would just go around it. I wouldn't stop until I get to the end, and then I rest 2 minutes, and then go back around it. So I always kind of did that type of workout.
We used to, Bucko, we used to watch Gerald work out, and we'd get tired watching him. We get tired watching him. I'm telling you, you have no clue how this guy, like we've talked about it on our show, GV, when, especially the 99 Grey Cup and the 98 Grey Cup when we went. And being a safety at that time with the guys we had on defense, for me as a safety, it was like, I looked over at you and Owen, just was like, you guys lock that side down. I'm not even looking at your side. Like, I already know it's going to be locked down.
I appreciate that. You made our life so easy. Hey, we just funnel everybody to you, and you can knock them out. So, you made all our life easy. Hey, I'm hard outside. You can do whatever you want inside. I'm hard outside.
Just don't hit me. Oh, I remember I hit Frank West. He came inside and he was going for a pick, and I came across, and I was not going for the interception. I was going for, I think it was Stiegel or somebody I was going for.
Right.
And I ended up hitting both of them, and I think Frank, I might have knocked him out.
Yeah, Frank got the worst end of the
Hitch.
Man, wow.
But those days, crazy. I'm telling you, it made a defender and a safety. I mean, look who we had up front with Campbell and Philbrick.
Oh, man.
Jeff Cummins and Teagle. Shocker.
Yep. Teagle in the middle.
Yeah, but GV, good to see you, my man.
Right, good to see you.
Yeah. You've been talking.
GV, what'd you just worked out?
No, man, what's up, yo? You know it.
How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing awesome. How about yourself?
Oh, I'm sorry I kept you waiting here, buddy. I apologize. I owe you chicken.
He's used to 9 a.m. shows.
Exactly.
So.
I thought I had scared you off, Morreale. Hey.
I love it. Yeah, we're done the show, Meatsy. We just caught up. We had it rolling, so Butko's just gonna roll this thing right out. We're just gonna do it. It's awesome.
Right.
This has been so he just showed me his barber shop. He's got the Ticat Grey Cup behind. He's got his Stampeder stuff. Look at this.
What?
Representing in Mississippi.
All the way in the South, baby. I'm representing Canada, man.
This is how you do it. Okay, so listen, Hitch, let me jump
do you see
in
his hair? Do you see his hair? Look at his hair.
Whose hair?
Your hair. Look how stupid it is.
This is like Built for Speed.
Look at the side cut.
Built for
Can you do that cut? Can you do that cut?
He could do that. He could line it up.
Oh, nice. Oh, yeah, I would tighten that all the way up, man.
See?
Yeah, I would tighten that all the way up. Yes, sir.
Listen, the only
That's nice. Okay.
The only thing stopped me from lining up. I'm 53 now. I got to leave just a little bit. Just a little.
Okay. Oh yeah, that look good right there.
There you go.
I'm trying to get Rob to get that mohawk, man. Get that mohawk going.
Yes. Look at that.
Okay.
You look good, man.
Bad. He said, "Hey, GV, nice compliment." He said, "I could wear a mohawk and still look good."
You would look good.
Right?
You would.
That's right.
So listen, GV, I got to thank you. I got to thank you for something, and I've mentioned this on the show many, many times. I got to thank you for making me a better receiver, because there was no harder job than practicing against Gerald Vaughn. I kid you not. Man, that was tough.
Man, I wouldn't waste a down trying to get better, and I appreciate you guys for going up against me and making me work harder and harder every day. Every day was.
Well, I think that's the difference. When the great ones, guys like in the receiver side, guys like Darren Flutie, right? Darren, when he was done practicing, he'd still be running gassers while we were on the field.
Right.
GV approached every game or every practice like it was a game. Every practice like it was a game. I remember Sudsy taking me to the side many times. He's like, Mike, this is what you got to do against GV. You can't put his hands on it. You got to make moves 2 yards in front of him. I'm like, thank God you're telling me, Coach, because he's eating me up in here.
Son's giving
2
my
yards.
tips away. He cannot do that, man. How you gonna play both sides? That was my guy, son.
And then what does Sudsy say in the meeting to us? GV, get your hands on everybody. Just get your hands on everybody. Once you got that claw in there, that's it. Forget it. You're not getting it off.
One thing about Suds, I loved him. He would play the same 10 snaps all week long.
Two lock strong.
It would be in your head all week.
Rain.
You couldn't do that to us. You might do something else, but you weren't gonna do those 10 plays on us.
No.
But that was, we talk about it a lot because, I missed what you and Hitch. I was busy. I wasn't getting my hair cut. This is fresh, but not that fresh. But, we had such a good group of guys,
Yeah, we did.
The downfall in the Ticats came when we started losing guys like you and Orlando and, Tiggle for like not a lot of money. Like we couldn't, the ownership at that time, for whatever reason, didn't want to spend any money. Even though we were like utterly successful and we had such a good run, and then stuff happens. I mean, it's a business, right? You got to take care of people. And you went on to great success. You went to Ottawa. I'll still never forget, man, your dip and rip on Russian punts and all this stuff. Give me fits thinking about it going against you.
Oh man!
But honestly, like when I say that, that's true because I don't think there was a tougher halfback to play against in the league. Than you.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
And not one since.
And not one since. And
oh really? Oh man! Thank you guys. Thank you guys.
There's some good halfbacks, good DBs out there. We've watched the game for the last 20 years. There's nobody with your size and your work. There's work ethic probably. There's a lot of Stiegel had a work ethic like you do as well. But
right.
I'm telling you, there's nobody that in my opinion, that worked as hard as you. Like I just told him, when he was working out, we got tired watching him.
But GB, like, how did that happen? Tell me how that mentality came about. Why did you? Because you were good. It's not like you had to get better, but you wanted to get better every day.
Well, I was just growing up, just being the underdog. My mom had to work hard, so grandma raised me. So I took the mentality that they had and just kept it up.
We always ask this, GB. We always ask, and we kind of know your story, but to our little limited listeners that we have on this podcast, they want to know. We always ask guys like, you know, we know where you're from, Mississippi. Like you're out in that area. How did you come up to the CFL? Like we know at the university you had a great career there, but how did you get up here? How'd you hear about us? And then your thoughts on Hamilton when you first came in Hamilton.
Well, I didn't know what I was getting into. Eric Tillman was actually the GM at BC at the time, I think it was, and he come down and talked to the seniors on Ole Miss football team, and he was telling different people, you know, you could do this, you could do that, and he didn't say nothing to me. So I was like, hey, coach, what do you think I could do, man? He was like, oh, we don't have nothing for you. And I was like, oh, okay. And so it really pushed my buttons to even work harder. And I went to 2 or 3 different other camps and ended up meeting McCarthy. No, it wasn't. The guy from Calgary. And he signed me on the spot. And I come up there with just change of clothes for the weekend, you know, and end up being a contract, you know. So that's how it really happened.
Yeah, that's and of course, did you get now in the NFL? Did you get some bites on that as well? I don't remember. I can't remember.
I went down in 2000 and 2001. With the Saints.
After.
Yeah. It took that long to get recognized, I guess. There's no place like Canada, though, man. That CFL God created that game for me, I think. So.
How about your first 3-4 steps when you walked into Iverwood Stadium locker room? What'd you think about that?
Well, actually, man, I was so excited to get back with Serge because he was my DB coach at Calgary, and I wasn't thinking about nothing but teaming back up with him because he had taught me so much. And even when I left Calgary, I still remember all his teaching and sayings, and it stayed with me. So all the tips that he gave me was priceless, man. I owe that guy for everything. Watching film, how to break it down, who to look at the sets. People thought I knew what they were gonna run because I would watch film all day, and before they even take 2 or 3 steps, I already knew what they was gonna run. So he was that good. He taught me like that.
That was the one thing about Suds, Meatsy, and you would know this because we had such a small staff back then and everybody talked. But with Sudsy in the room, he always used to say, like pre-snap, you should know what they're running before they get to the ball. You should know it. And if they have a little nuance or they do a little movement, then you already know what they're going to do when they bring that receiver in motion. You should already know that. But we only had a few guys, Gerald. Like we had our little – we had our little sessions, you and I and a couple guys. We didn't have everybody at that time come in, but it was a lot of fun.
See, Morreale and Flutie, they would come at me different ways. They would snake that thing like this and come down. It would throw me off, and I was like, hey, I could do nothing but bag up and depend on my help. So they kept me honest. So,
but honestly, me and Flutie used to sit around in meetings and go, "Holy crap, how are we going to beat GV?" Like we both had fits, and we were both different, right? I was bigger, and
you were bigger and stronger,
smaller, and we both had fits, and it's rare that one DB could lock up just about every receiver, right? Some DBs got weaknesses, but with GV, I'm like, man, if he clamped on you, you were done. If he ran with you, he was right beside you. There wasn't a lot of I could push off with the best of them, but with GV, it was tough. And I kid you not, because when we would go, and you'd know these names, when we'd go play against, Calgary and Darrell Hall, which would be probably, maybe similar in size and stature to you.
Man, I heard that so many times about Darrell Hall. Oh, I got a chance to meet him. He was like, man, I sure hated I didn't get a chance to play with you. And
you guys are almost identical. Like he couldn't run as like you could run, but he could clamp on you, and he had the same physique and long arms.
That what they always say. You play like Darrell Hall, and I was like, Darrell Hall, who is that? So,
that's a good thing.
I was like, and then I finally met him I think he went to the league and came back.
Yep.
And when I ended up meeting him after the game and stuff, so it was cool. Yeah.
But there's always this misnomer about. There's two things you always used to say, and I still hear them to this day. Nobody says them anymore, but I hear you saying them. And it has to do with, and you're coming from Mississippi, so it's hot. And you come up here and you be like, it's warm in the north. It's warm in the north. It's
warm in the north. Let's go.
Right? And then if your pea's yellow, it's too late.
I was getting all that from the trainers, man. The trainer was like, hey, man.
Hey,
so
Pusky
would tell everybody up tempo and trying to go and get everybody on my level. So, you had to have fun, man.
Yeah,
and we had fun.
We heard everything. Man, we heard everything from Pusky, right? Pusky says something, he relays it to the whole team. Let's go.
Hey, don't cramp up on my dime because you ain't drinking no water, man.
No,
water.
Too
free.
late.
Drink your water, man. Yeah,
too late.
It's too late when you get thirsty. If you're thirsty, it's too late, man.
Oh my gosh!
That's awesome,
hey, face it. Every receiver that went up against you, and they didn't have if they had a route call, they were doing something completely different just to get around you. I just heard you guys talking a few minutes ago, him and Flutie. They were making up routes against you. They had a little slant. I'm not going inside. I'm going out.
No, we used to switch responsibilities and everything just to get leverage on them. Like we had to, right? That's just a sign of respect. When you change your game because the defender is like locking you down, that's a sign of respect. And I'll never forget that because and Sudsy, to his credit, was great because he helped you and he helped me. He was giving me
Yeah.
I know Sudsy told me one time, GB, if you bag up, you're gonna fall in the cliff. And I'll just I can't bag up, so I got to jam this guy. And that was one of his big things. Hey, get your hands on him, jam him. Keep your leverage. So.
And how hard was that, GV? I mean, when you first came up here, or you're in Calgary, when you saw all that motion coming at you, you're like, what the heck's coming on? How you jamming somebody when a guy's running full tilt at you, but you still did it?
Yeah.
Right?
See, basketball, I was playing basketball out there, really. I just tried to stay in front of the guy and stay up with the leverage that I supposed to have and pushing the guy the other way straight to you, Hitch, so you can knock him out.
Yeah. And get out of the way.
And get out the way.
Nobody wanted to get hit by Hitch, either if you're on offense or you're on defense. You don't want to get hit by Hitch if you're on defense, neither.
I hit a lot of my own guys, and I find that guy, just get out of the way. If it's inside the hash marks, get out of the way. I'll take care of it. Get out of the way. Oh, man.
That's so funny, man.
To all of our fans that are listening to this, we're talking to one of the greatest defensive backs, halfbacks, Gerald Vaughn. We call him GV. So when you hear us saying GV, that's Gerald Vaughn, and it's just it's a pleasure to have him on our show. We miss him, man. He's I just said Meetsy before he came on. It's like we just saw each other. It was like we never missed a beat from the locker room, just like that. It's been 20 years, 15, 18 years, 20 years,
wow.
25 years.
25 years. Wow.
Jeez.
Isn't it crazy? We've been so lucky, Rob and I, doing this because we just talked to Archie not too long ago. Just talked to Ronnie Williams. Of course, we've talked to Flutes and Grigger and all the boys. And we reminisce about, the old times, and damn it, we're still the last Ticat team to win a championship, which is crazy.
Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy, man.
But man, we had this camaraderie, GB, and I think you can appreciate it being an American, being from the South. You come up to Canada, you don't know what to expect, and you walk into the locker room, and it doesn't look great. It's kind of like bare bones, but the people. What was your take on what that felt like? Because to us, we talk about it all the time, but for you coming in as an outsider, what that feel like to you?
Right. It was like home away from home, man. I mean, people in the locker room, outside the locker room, they always treated you with respect, and that was one thing I loved about Canada. They accepted you as you were, and so I really appreciated that.
Yeah, that's amazing.
They loved you, man, in Hamilton. There's still some 39 jerseys in the
Let's go, let's go.
Yeah, with a different name on it, but it's not. I'm just kidding. No, there's still some 39s. I see a few 39s. I've been fortunate enough, GV, that Mike lives, like 15 minutes away from the stadium. I'm like 25 minutes away still. So we go down to as many games as we can, which is really cool. And Mike Walker, do you remember Bernie Custis?
Yeah.
Remember Bernie?
So Bernie passed, of course, in 2017, but they just inducted Bernie Custis and Mike Walker, a big defensive lineman that played in the mid '80s, to the wall. So they're up on the wall right now too. Awesome. So we just went to that game on Friday night, which is a real nice honor for those guys.
That's good. You up there too, aren't you? Both of you guys up there?
No, Hitch is up there. I'm still trying to make my way up there, GV. I'm still trying to.
You'll make it there. They'll get you in there.
GV, you're going to get up there as well.
Oh, man.
Yep.
So what happens, GV? You finish up in Hamilton. You go to Ottawa. Again, you're just dominant there. You finish up your CFL career and you head back home. What do you do? We know what you're doing now, which is kind of cool. I love that you've got your own shop. What was that journey after football? Because it's not easy. People think it ain't easy. Right. So how did it go for you?
It was tough, man. I used to wake up thinking I'm late for meetings and all type of things. So I had to jump back in there. I started working at a factory, and whatever I did wasn't good enough. So I was like, hey, I could cut hair. So I got my barber license and started doing my own thing, and it just picked up from there, man. It was good.
That's awesome. How long have you been doing that for? How long have you been doing that?
I started in 15.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So about 10 years.
Amazing.
COVID hurt a bit.
COVID did.
Yeah.
Actually, I opened my shop during that period. 2020, I opened my shop, started doing my own thing instead of working in another shop. So it was good. My family, it was a terrible time, but it pushed your family to get closer, and that what helped us. We was 12 o'clock. No matter what, we was in the gym working out together, running hills. It was just crazy, man. I love that time, but I hate that the whole country the whole state had to go. Well, like you said, the whole country had to go through all that. But the good Lord was in charge, and I think it worked out for the good.
I think it, as silly as this may sound, I think it might have brought some people closer. Like GV, right. I got a hockey team that we run. It's called the Pens League. It's here in St. Catharines, and we run it. And we have like 20 guys on our roster, and every Thursday we play men's league hockey. It's nothing, but it's a way to get out, get some exercise.
Right.
And we've had this chat on WhatsApp that we put. There's like 23 guys on this chat. And we started it right at COVID just because we couldn't see each other. Uh-huh. And it's been going for almost 5 years that every single day, every 23 people will say good morning. They'll send a picture of something every single day. To this day, we still do this thing. And it's helped a lot of people mentally. It helped a lot of people through it. Yeah. As bad as the country was doing or the world was doing, I think it did bring a lot of people closer. And we're fortunate to have such close people, right?
Right. Yeah.
So GV, you mentioned family. What's going on with it? You're talking about going to the gym. Is that you got some kids? How's the family looking? What the bigger extended family? Give us a little peek.
Right. I have three kids. Have a twin boy and girl, which is just turned 21 Tuesday. So it's crazy. Wow. And I have an
He's 54, mate. He's 54.
I have an older daughter, which is 30. I got 2 grandkids. I'm a pawpaw, So.
I love it.
My son, he's playing at Arkansas Pine Bluff. He's playing tight end. I couldn't get him to get on that defensive side, but
is he big? Hey, is he big?
Yeah, he's about my size. Yeah, he's
Ooh, that's a nice size.
And he's really good. And I want to have the same work ethic that I had, man. It's hard to push it on to him, but he seemed to be doing things his way, and it's been working, so I can't complain.
So good.
Yeah, so far so good.
Well, if he ever wants to listen to Pops, he can take you to another level. There's no doubt about it. If he wants to train like you did, sky's the limit.
The new generation, they ain't thinking about that. Pops is Pops. They don't know nothing.
He know nothing.
Hey, put food on the table, put clothes on my back. Hey, yeah, I got the rest of this. Give me some money from time to time. Cash out.
Why don't you get him on our show? We'll tell him about you. Right?
Right.
Oh, man.
So when you look at, in your time in Hamilton, GB, you look at that kind of defense that Sudsy created. What was it that made it so special? Because individually we had some good players, but collectively, like we were, from my vantage point on the other side, you guys were so unselfish. You know what I mean? How you approached the game. What was it for you that made it work?
Like you said, we were unselfish. Everybody depended on everybody, and we knew where you was gonna be. And if Hitchcock was in the middle, hey, we ain't had to worry about where he was at. We know he's gonna be where he's supposed to be, and I was where I was supposed to be, and that's where it was, man. I had Joe Mumford and them rushing it. You had to throw it quick.
Yep.
So what you gonna do?
Yeah. You got Tim Terry and Joe Mumford on the outside trying to rush. Like, okay, just throw it up. Get all the picks you want.
Right. That's crazy, man. God.
Oh yeah, it was. I can't believe it. I remember, man. I remember all the block punts that you got. Like you got the record for block punts, Meets. You must. But it's sickening. I don't know how he did it every single time.
I watched him do it, and I still don't know how he did because he could move. I can't even bend over like to start like that. And you would go full speed, almost bent in half, dipping under, but never losing speed. And it's
never.
It's very rare, very difficult to do. How the hell did that happen? Like did you train that move? Did you at what point did you realize, oh man, I can be something dangerous off the end?
Yeah,
a lot of people take plays off, let's face it.
If you've seen our all season workout program, man, it was just crazy.
Really?
It starts we would start probably at 9 and I probably get through probably about 4:00 in the evening. And I'm talking about hit the weights, go play basketball, come back, do my core. Yeah, it was crazy.
Wasn't what we were doing.
No.
Hey, it's crazy because we weren't getting paid that much, so I would come home and train like crazy, just to try to,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So who would you train with? Who was your training crew back home? You'd always go back to Mississippi, is that right?
Right. Believe it or not, Mike Pringle was here. His wife was here in school at the time, and man, we would go at it all day long, man. It was crazy, man.
Well, here's another guy. I mean, Hitch knows because those two met like battering rams.
Right.
But you knew that Mike Pringle was coming.
Oh.
Right.
Well, look at the bodies.
Oh, I know.
These two, my wife says when she first saw Gerald with his cutoff great Ticat shirt at training camp, and you can already see a 9-pack, and he was only a half a shirt he had. She's like, he's cut out of stone. I'm like, what happened to you? I'm like, what do you mean? And then Pringle, his trap started here.
Right, up by his ear, right.
Yeah, like
walking
you two,
like a robot.
No wonder you worked out so hard. Oh.
Yeah, man.
Oh man, that's crazy stuff. But I mean, what a career you had, GV. Like, it was so nice to get the opportunity to play with you for 5 years and just to watch you play in Calgary and Ottawa and just excel at everything. So I don't know that I'm looking. You got to be in the Hall of Fame at some point. Like the amount of work ethic and the people knew exactly what you did. You should be like honestly one of the best players I've ever played with on the defensive side. Mike and I we've said that for a long time as good buddies, but it's special. You only get to play with some special guys. We had a special crew in '99.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
We did.
98, 2000, we had a special group, but
couldn't put it.
We were that far. That far away.
No, it's when I think of some of the best players that we ever played with in terms of like athletic ability and strength and the talent and the whole package. GV's right up there. The other guy, I think you'll all agree, and unfortunately his career was cut short, was Joe Higgins. Joe was another.
Joe. Yeah, that was my roommate, man. Yeah, Joe was incredible. He was.
He was.
Yeah.
He was. It just, and he wasn't built like as big as UGV, but he was athletically gifted. He could have played offense, defense, he returned kicks.
Right.
All those things.
He would give you whatever he got, and he was coming. Yeah.
Remember the catch he made in Montreal?
Yeah. Crazy.
Hey, why on third down are you throwing to a DB?
A linebacker on offense. Come on.
Third down to go to the Grey Cup.
Right.
Crazy, man. Crazy.
Oh, my gosh.
It worked.
It worked.
Yeah.
That's all that matters.
It worked. That's right.
What's a day like today? So today's your off day from cutting hair. You're closed. You just came to the shop to talk to us.
I usually come in on a Monday, my off day. Come in, clean up the shop. We have a group of guys that play basketball from about 12 to 3:30.
Okay.
And so that's usually what I do. Then go home, prepare dinner, cut the grass, husband things.
Yep.
Honey-do list. I do the honey-do list after that.
Oh, yeah. How good of a hooper are you?
I'm pretty good.
Okay. That means you're real good.
I'm still dunking? Still dunking it?
Oh, yeah.
Still dunk?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Come on, GV can still dunk. Come on now.
We couldn't touch the mesh.
Yeah, but just all the years playing football, playing basketball is what's keep me sane now. I mean, I had to let it out some kind of way. So basketball really, I get that intensity and the competition, just like football. So it can kind of.
Well, you ever going to make it back up here or what? To come for a visit?
Man, I really hate I missed the reunion. Yes.
Yeah.
Me and Keaton, we talked, Keaton Cromartie.
Oh, yeah.
So we gonna get back up there.
Good.
So,
make sure next time they call you and say we're paying for your flight, get up here. You need a place to stay, and they're not going to charge you. If they do, you stay with us. You stay for a couple of days.
Hey, man,
you got to get up here. We miss you.
Hey, I sleep at the stadium. As long as I'm there, I pull me a pillow up at the stadium. That's where I want to be.
Got that.
At the stadium.
Hey, you should see that stadium.
Let's go. I've seen it.
Oh, yeah.
Is it the same one or is it a different one? It's different.
They just they rotated it.
They turned it.
180 degree, brand new. Everything's brand new. They rotated the field a different direction, and it's a perfect size. It's got great amenities. It's got everything we never had.
Wow. Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Everything we never had. And they actually, we always joke that if in our era, if you had a shirt with your name on it or a number, you stole the shirt and put the name or number on yourself. Nowadays, they hand out everything. They hand out everything. But that little, what we went through kind of made us closer as a family, right? Like everybody.
Right. Yeah. Everybody was equal.
Right?
Yeah.
That's right. Everybody was equal.
And we always talk about we had the way our locker room was it was me, Grigger, Morreale and Ozzy at the back. That was the high rent district. Yeah, you guys were in the hood on the side. We had the boardwalk on the other side. We had some slums on the other side. Remember, we had it all.
That's right. Yeah.
Oh man, that brings back some good memories, my man. Wow. So fun.
It was fun.
So where did you live when you were in town, GB? Did you live did they have the house there with the guys, or where'd you end up living?
No, I was downtown at one of the apartments downtown.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That was most of the guys stayed. I know Americans did.
Yeah.
That was near Hess Village, I think. I think it was down there, wasn't it? Near Hess Village?
Yeah.
I remember that one,
Yeah.
We never got invited to those ones, Mitzi. We didn't get invited.
Oh man, catching the cab to work. Oh man, it was crazy.
I just
waiting on the cab.
Like people understood, like how it was. Like there was no extra. There was no anything extra. It is what it is, and we just came together as a team. We played, and it didn't matter, and nobody was paid a gajillion dollars, and we were all
right.
And we all supported one another, and the community, it's a tough town, right? And if you're winning, and if you're not winning, they'll tell you. And right.
There wasn't no big eyes and little U's in Hamilton. I tell you that. Yeah. Calgary. I thought they had it nice, man. But you're right. When I went to Winnipeg one year and on to Hamilton, I was like, So
yeah. Well, I'm surprised that you didn't get a ride by when I never forget when Joe Moffat bought that gold Suburban, and he put on the 24s on that 2000 or I think it was a 96 or so. It was already a 15-year-old Suburban. He put those big ribs on it.
Right.
We thought that was the greatest beast ever. That car.
Right.
God, that was funny.
Good time.
His wheels cost more than the truck did.
Right. You couldn't ride 2 or 3 people in there because they go scrub.
It's an 8-seater. You can only put 3.
Right.
Those are good. So you're still in touch with Keaton Cromartie? Who else you keep in touch with?
Facebook wise, Archie. I talk to Archie a lot on Facebook.
He said that.
So Ron lately. Who else? Like I said, Mike Pringle. We still stay in contact with each other.
Can you tell him I said hello?
I will.
Please say Hitch.
My buddy Hitch says hello.
Yeah, tell him I missed him.
Oh yeah.
Well, we got to keep in contact, buddy. We got to keep in contact.
We will. I appreciate y'all thinking of me and having me on the show, man.
Well, we talk about you a lot, eh? And it's like we keep talking about GV. We need to talk. We need to speak to GV, and we always say such good things. I'm just like I said. I wanted to start the conversation telling you what you did for my career. It's for real. But I think that is. Sometimes you don't realize it at the time, and then as you get more mature, you're like, oh shit! You can look at what you accomplished, how you accomplished, and who helped you get there, and you and Sudsy and Hitch and that whole thing. That to me was like there was no tougher thing to do than to every day and compete. The games are actually easy, quite frankly.
What you said, I was just about to say that. Practice should be hard. The game is fun. Yep.
Wow. Well, my man, we're not going to keep much more of your time, but Mitzi can close it out. But I really appreciate you coming on. I miss you.
Pleasure,
I'm
hoping to catch up with you soon, buddy.
Okay, thanks. Thank you, guys. Y'all have
just hold off, GV. We're going to do a little quick wrap up here, and then we got to get you uploaded. But from everybody here at the Ticats Audio Network, this is the Morreale and Hitch podcast. I'm Mike Morreale. That's Rob Hitchcock. And we got Gerald Vaughn, all 215 pounds of muscle.
He's more than that. He's 230 now.
Thank you. Yeah, you're right.
There you go. I don't want to sell you short. 230. Solid muscle.
Oh, he's big, buddy. You can tell.
We'll talk to you soon.
All right. Thanks, buddy. Y'all have a good one.
That's another episode of Morreale and Hitch on the Ticats Audio Network. Have a question or a comment for them? Email us at manh@ticats.ca. That's MANDH@ticats.ca.